In this video, we will show you how to use the filterByKey formula in WeWeb. The filterByKey formula allows you to filter through a list of objects. Here we have an array of objects, and each object has a specific status. We could use the filterByKey formula to get only the tickets where the status is in progress. In order to do that, we see that the filterByKey formula expects an array as the first argument. So we will place our array here, and then it wants the key. It wants to know on what key you want to filter your objects. So our key is status. And the value we want to filter by is, let's say, in_progress. Now I only have the in progress tickets from this array. If I changed to sales question, I wouldn't get anything. Apparently I don't have any sales question in my array. Is that correct? Because it's not a status. So the status can be new. There we go. Now I have all the new tickets. Or info required. You get the idea. The filterByKey goes through a list of objects. It looks for the key you give it, in this case status, and then looks for the value you provide, in this case info required. This is the most common use of the filterByKey formula, but you can also use it creatively to group together elements with the same key value on a page. So here, for example, we have a list of product tickets, which are grouped by status. So the new tickets are grouped together, and then the info required tickets are grouped together, the in progress tickets are grouped together, and the done tickets are grouped together. So in our database, it's the same table with a different value for the column status. But in our design, we want to group the tickets that have the same status together. So in WeWeb, we have our list of tickets. The first thing we'll want to do is create groups. We'll add groups above the tickets. So this will be groups. And we'll place the tickets inside those groups. Now we have 4 groups. We could write them down like this. We could create new, done, in progress, and info required. That way we're creating a list of statuses. And now we can see that we have our collection once, and a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. That's because the tickets here are being repeated as many times as there are items in our groups here. Now, we want to display the tickets by status. So instead of binding the tickets container to the entire tickets collection, we will use the filterByKey formula. The filterByKey formula expects an array, so a list of items. Here we will get our list of user tickets. And the key that is going to help us filter is the status. So we'll say status. And then the value that it should match is the value of where we are right now, so new. So here we now have all the new tickets together, the done tickets together, the in progress tickets together, and the info required tickets together. In our design, we see that the new tickets come first, then info required, then in progress, then done. So if we wanted to match the same sorting option in WeWeb, because there's no obvious alphabetical order or anything like that, all we would have to do is change the order of our groups here. So instead of done coming in second, we'll say it comes last. And info required comes before in progress. So let's say info required and remove it here. And notice that if I forget to remove info required, suddenly I have 5 groups, and I'll have new, info required a first time, in progress, info required a second time, and done. So let's make sure I delete this. There we go. So to recap, in my navigator, I have one container with the groups, one container with the tickets, and one container with a single ticket. I only had to design the ticket once. The ticket is repeated as many times as there are tickets in the list, and the list of tickets is repeated as many times as there are groups. I have 4 groups: new, info required, in progress, and done. And the list of tickets, which contains all the tickets, no matter the status, is filtered by the key status. So if the status of an item matches the current repeated group, in this case new, then it is displayed. Otherwise, it will be displayed on another instance of the repeated group. And then the ticket items are repeated as many times as there are tickets that match the status. That's it. That's how you use the filterByKey formula in WeWeb.